Hello, my name is James, and today I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of the intro and first world of Super Mario Sunshine as a part of the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection, recently released on Nintendo Switch. Yeah, so this game was originally released in 2002. Um, I loved this game when it first came out. It's my favorite Mario game easily. It's definitely the Mario game that I've played more than any other Mario game. Um, yeah, as a kid, so this intro, when you boot up the game, this intro right here actually plays every single time. And as a kid, it kind of bothered me because I just wanted to jump back into the game. But um, since since we're doing a Let's Play and this is the first time booting up the game, we're gonna go ahead and watch this.
Oh, look at that!
Welcome to the sun-drenched tropical paradise of Isle Delfino. We're so pleased to welcome you to our beautiful home. Come enjoy a natural wonderland to which we've added the world's finest resort facilities, a spectacular amusement park, and succulent seafood. All this and more await you on Isle Delfino. Come relax and let us refresh your body and spirit.
That shadow!
So the other day, my wife started playing this game, and she said that Professor Toadsworth looks like Andy Reid, the coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, and I cannot unsee it, and I think it's hilarious. We're gonna start a new game, because that's what you do when you're doing a Let's Play.
What happened? What's this icky paint-like goof? It's moving!
No, no, boys! Don't touch that stuff!
Also, as a kid, I really loved that this was the first time that I think I had ever seen real voice acting in a video game, with an exception of characters like making little noises when like you go up and talk to them. This was probably one of the first times that I had heard like full-on dialogue in a video game, and I thought it was incredible. Mario, be careful. I have a bad feeling about this. Of course you do. So I'm gonna kind of run around here. It feels really natural playing on Switch. I love that this game is on Switch now because I probably replay it about once a year, maybe once every like 2 years. And now instead of busting out my GameCube every 2 years, I can just load it up on my Switch. Assuming that I still have access to it because it's a limited time release anyway. So we're gonna go and talk to Flood over here. He's gonna open up and do his thing.
Power up complete. Thank you for purchasing this item from Gad Science Incorporated. Preparing to register customer information. Scanning and classifying subject data.
One of the things that I actually don't like is that it doesn't give you an option to skip this. I wouldn't skip it right now for obvious reasons, but when I was playing it on my own like a week ago when the game came out, maybe like 3 weeks ago when the game came out, I would have liked to have had the option to just skip it. Also because I'm pretty familiar with spraying water. One of the things that I did notice is that they didn't redo the voices or anything. So usually they say if you press the R button, you can you can spray water, and then if you press the R button all the way down, you'll stop and shoot. But they just blacked out those sections. and it seems kind of it really does feel kind of lazy.
To refuel
But that doesn't really take away from my love of the game. I think having it on two different buttons, having stand and shoot and run and spray on two different buttons is a little bit confusing.
proceed.
But I think that if you understand how it works, you can easily warm up to it. So one of the things that also bothered me as a kid, if you accidentally hit yes right now, you have to watch that whole thing again, and then you can't skip it no matter what. So we're gonna hit no, which I wish they would give you the option to skip it and then ask you if you want to hear it again, like if you like skip it accidentally or something. But yeah, so we're gonna listen to flood. We're gonna get the hand to stirring water. So right here, I'm just using, because it's at eye level, I'm using the just spray with my normal ZR on the Pro controller, and also ZR on the Joy-Con, which lets me run and spray. But then since this one, I could try jumping, which, okay, that worked. But more effectively, if I just press R and push the control stick upward a little bit, it'll let me aim upward, which I think is easier. One thing that it doesn't actually introduce you to is the over-the-shoulder thing. So if you click in the right stick, you can look this. You have to use the left. You have to use the left stick, which is typically the move stick, to change your direction. But I think it's okay. I really don't like this view at all. There's only one time in the game that you have to use it. And it's not even in like a combat. It's when there's a part in the game where you're supposed to look at the sun, and that's when you have to use it. I don't do that at all. I think that standing and spraying is much easier. I think that just using the ZR and ZR and the R button is more than enough. Which I think that they don't introduce you to that view, because I think that this is how the game was intended to be played. And that's how I play it. So we're gonna spray this guy. He's gonna come out of there. Also, hopefully my audio is okay. Hopefully my video is okay. I didn't want to buy that much stuff to do this, since this is my first Let's Play I've ever recorded. I'm using a microphone that I found on Amazon for probably like $20-30, and I'm actually using the built-in camera on my computer. Hopefully everything's alright. If y'all have any tips on what I can do better, please let me know. Yeah, so anyway, just spray that guy 3 times in the mouth, and he disappears. If you spray him when his mouth is shut, he kind of shakes his head a little bit and like grunts. But anyway, yeah, then you go and get this cool star thing, which is, the game is about to tell us that, it's a shine sprite, which is what we're spending the whole game collecting. These are equal to stars or power stars or power moons in other Mario games.
Flood, glad to meet you.
Court is now in session.
As you are no doubt aware, someone has been senselessly defacing fair Isle Delfino using some paint-like substance. The accused is charged with polluting our beautiful home, and yes, endangering our very way of life. Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going on? Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath the veil.
This is when I feel like
Expert
it really highlights the downside that Mario doesn't talk at all, just like Link, that he's being accused of this stuff and isn't allowed to actually give his defense, and because he has to now clean up the whole island just because he wasn't willing to defend himself.
It's quite obvious. This horrible
But maybe I'm buying into it a little too much.
Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. The The truth is obvious. The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than Mario.
Objection!
Overruled. I judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby order the defendant to clean this entire island. Until Isle Delfino is completely free of his vile handiwork, Mario shall not be allowed to leave. Court adjourned.
I just realized that my video of myself is in the top right corner, and hopefully there's nothing important that gets displayed up there, otherwise I might have to move it mid-video. But I don't know, we'll see.
Mario, you witnessed
Yeah, so
this
Flood
one
explains
video
to you the Shine Sprites. I'm gonna let him do his thing.
Shine Sprites are the source of power on Isle Delfino. They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate, but the graffiti incident has polluted the island and most of the Shine Sprites have fled. There is no longer any power to support the peaceful lifestyle of the islanders. It is most pitiable. The only way to ensure the return of the Shine Sprites is to keep the island from becoming any dirtier. The perpetrator is likely at work even as we speak. And you, Mario, are being treated as a criminal. Tomorrow we must do our best to resolve this situation.
And here we go. Now into the main game. Go straight that way.
Your first job's to get rid of all that ugliness. And remember, we'll be watching you, pal. We'll know if you start slacking off.
Sorry, if at some point I start reading, if I start reading text that is also being spoken by characters, it's not because I'm a crazy person or like talking with the characters. It's because in order for me to not hear the echo of my own microphone, I have to mute the game, which I imagine there's a way around it, but I don't know how to do that as of right now, considering it's my first time doing this with the basic software that I have. Yeah, but we're gonna, clean up this guy, be nice to him. Whoa, you saved me. Thanks a bundle. Is he? Oh, there he goes again. Okay. Oh no, there's a toad in the thing too. So, same thing as before. We're gonna spray. Yeah, so we're just gonna spray this bottom part, which I feel like I've sprayed it quite a bit. There we go. He comes out. When he opens his mouth, you just spray him like that. And to stop and spray, I'm pressing R, whereas when I'm going like this, I'm pressing ZR. Understanding when to press R and when to press ZR, I think makes the game a lot better. So spray him 3 times, and if I remember correctly, there's like a tower. I'm not gonna point at my screen because you can't see my screen, but there's like a tower that comes out of there. Yeah, and cue Shadow Mario on the statue's head.
On the statue's head.
Cool. So he jumps down, he takes off, and I think he kidnaps Peach. Yeah. So you see him go over here, and then you just kind of gotta take off after him. The easiest way to do this is to not really worry about aiming. Just kind of press the button that lets you square while you're running, and make sure you're a good distance away from him so that it hits him. And as you can see, I just got him pretty easily. He says, "Ow, ow, ow, something, something." I skipped it without reading it. I'm sorry. You shouldn't be allowed to use tools like that. And then he turns back into the blue. Oh, there it is. So he gets to here, and then when I get to this part, when I first played through it on Switch like a week ago. I got right here, and I was like, why isn't anything happening? Did I break the game? And it's like, no, you're just not close enough to him, because you're supposed to, it's for children, so if you're chasing him, you're supposed to just, like, run all the way up to him. You spray these, and fun thing about these, playing this as a kid with my dad, he knew that you had to spray it with water, but he didn't realize that you don't have to spray it with water every single time you want to go into it, and we tried explaining to him, and he just never got it. So jumping into this M will take us to our first world, which is going to be the bulk of what we cover in today's video. First world, I've always called it Banco Hills. I don't think that second letter is an L. I believe it's an I. I believe it's Bianco. So we're just gonna pretend it's a silent I and call it Banco Hills. First level, road to the big windmill. Cool. So Shadow Mario's already over there. Yeah, so we're just gonna go. One of the things I really like about this game is that I think you have a lot of. I really like that you have a lot of movement freedom. At least it seems like you do. We really don't have to clean. I don't think we have to clean up any of it. We just have to get to this, and this is going to be the same thing that we've already done twice. And I want to say this might actually be the last time that we fight one of these. Boom, there we go. Y'all will see me just kind of jump around randomly. It's because I love the platforming in this game. I think it's very intuitive. I think it's very sensitive. I love how sensitive it is. The entire movement system. And there we go. And we are... Well, I am 19 minutes in since the start of this video. And we got star number 2. So we're getting, right now, 1 star every 10 minutes. I'm sorry, 1 shine sprite every 10 minutes. Which I think is okay, and we're just going to go right back in here. One of the things I actually do really like, you might have seen it a second there, when you're in the main plaza, it shows up DEBS alert on the bottom, which tells you about what's going on in town, and it'll say stuff like, oh, such and such has been spotted on a rooftop or something, and usually if you go and look for it, you can find whatever it is. So, episode 2, Down with PD Piranha. This one actually, I forgot to mention when I was in the first world, but you can actually ignore that, in the first level of this section. You can actually ignore that first level completely, because, we fought, here, over there. So we, Road to the Big Windmill, that first level, we fought, the sludge guy right here. But if we had looked up there, PD Piranha, we could already see PD Piranha, so if you are good at platforming, or if you're good at this game and you wanted to just, and you wanted to just go on to the next level, the next star, and fight PD Piranha, if you were trying to, like, go through the game quickly or anything, that would probably be your best bet. Gosh, I'm really slipping a lot. So, we get here, bridge is broken. I do a jump. I did a spin jump, but I believe that just a normal running jump should work just fine. Yeah. There we go. Normal, just running jump. And we're just gonna run... We're just gonna run up this mountain. I don't like the hover nozzle. I think that pretty much the whole game can be played with just the normal like spray nozzle. But I mean, there are some sections in the game that require you to use some of the other nozzles. But for the most part, I don't like it. So here, if you want to use the hover nozzle, you can. You don't need it, see? And you actually don't need it here either. It's much easier, however, to do it with the hover nozzle. Yeah, so my favorite jump is a spin jump. I unnecessarily spin jump all the time in this game. And to do a spin jump, you run around in a circle like that, and then just jump, and Mario does this super jump. It goes super high and super long. It's a combination, really, of the high jump and long jump from Super Mario 64, which I think it's better. Yeah, so we've made it to the top to fight Petey Piranha. I'm sorry, to talk about our issues with Petey Piranha. Yeah, we're gonna fight him. Here we go. I always liked, as a kid, I liked that Petey Piranha and Mario do the exact same animations when the ground is cracking. Kind of shows that they're not that different after all. This is probably one of the easier boss battles in the game, which I don't even know, since you still only get 1 star from it, I don't know if you can really classify it as a boss battle. But here's what we're going to do. So if you get too close, he'll swing his head around like that. You want to keep this area pretty clean so you don't slip. You want to stay right in front of him, and he's going to suck in air at some point, just like that, and you just want to stand right here, spray on him, and then we are gonna switch to the hover and also right here, because it makes lining up that be a lot easier, and then you press ZR to ground pound on his tummy. Same thing. Get over here, make sure you can actually, when his mouth is open, you can hit him from pretty much anywhere. I mean, obviously, if he's facing that way and his mouth is open, you can't hit him from like right here. But here, I'll try to show you on this one. Yeah, see, I'm like pretty much directly next to him, and I was still able to get him. And so this is 3, which I think should be, yeah, that's it. That's Petey Piranha, and cool, we get another shine. Whoop. Oops, I missed. The camera shifted on me and I missed. Alright, so we're back in the plaza now, sorry. And so as you just saw, there is a new place that we can go. We're not going to go to that one. We're going to go back in here to finish off Benko Hills first. Yeah, but that one actually gives you, that one that was over there, gives you access to the second world, which I might cover in another video. If Kevin and Sean like this video enough to let me post another one on their channel, yeah, hopefully you'll see more of me. If I like doing this enough that I want to do another one. Ooh, the Hillside Cave Secret is the 3rd one on here. People on Twitter say that all of the secret levels, all of them that are called blank blank secret, are really tough. I think that they're so much fun, and they put so much more emphasis on platforming. But also, since this is one of the harder levels, I think it's probably good. Sorry, I was jumping. I think it's probably good that you do also have that option to go to that other level right now too, and to unlock World 2. So what we're gonna do... Oh, so you can actually... I think the way that you're intended to do it is to go over here and go... So spin jumping makes everything easier. master the spin jump, and this game will be a lot more fun. Also, master the belly slide, and this game will be a lot of fun. What I'm saying for the most part is master this game, and it'll be a lot more fun. So this is the first level where you have to do some platforming without FLUDD. Which, as a kid, these were tough for me, but as an adult, which I'd like to think is what I am now, they're not. So one of these four, yeah, there we go. Ooh. And there is enough space for you to stop between them. So this one wasn't too bad. Eek. Okay, we're just gonna go. I always think spin jumping is easier than normal jumping, but I've really mastered the spin jump. Yeah, but that was level 3 of World 1. And if I remember correctly, there are 8. Okay, so, just once again, we're gonna go back into this M. And it'll show, that little cutscene that it just showed, it'll show that every single time. Yeah, so, red coins of Windmill Village, here we go. Which even there, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4... I just saw 4 of them in that little cutscene. One of the things that I really like about this game over Super Mario 64 is those little cutscenes at the beginning of each level. I think that they're really helpful in understanding what you're supposed to be doing, or at least like what area you're supposed to be going to. This is a pretty easy one. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just collect the red coins. And as we go through the game, you'll notice every level has... every world has a red coin level. Some of them actually have 2. Every level has a secret level where you lose FLUDD for a minute. And then every level has a red coin. No, I already said red coin. Every coin has a... Shadow Mario level, which Shadow Mario is usually 7. I want to say red coins is usually like 4 or 5, maybe. That one might actually change. And then secret. This one actually I know has 2. It has the secret of the village or whatever. It has the one I just did, and then there's another one that's called the secret of the dirty lake that we will get to here in a little bit. Oh, I forgot that one over there. Oops. So, spin jump and hover, and taking up the hover will take us all the way there. Alright. Boom! Shine! Man, my back is gonna hurt. I might need to get a better chair if I'm gonna be doing this a lot. Or it might just be that I'm not, like, the chair's comfortable. It might just be that I'm, like, hunched over in it. I'm, like, get my game face on. Alright, show me that little cutscene again. And... here we go. One thing I forgot to mention was that I am incredibly thankful to Kevin and Sean for letting me post this on their channel. Hopefully you're watching this on YouTube at youtube.com/2playercoop. I don't remember if there's an underscore in there or not. Yeah, but if you want to see more of my stuff, you can keep up with me on Twitter. I am at James_Solar, and I also have a blog on WordPress that's called James Games and More. Yeah, but I just wanted to throw that out there that I'm incredibly thankful to them for letting me post this on there. And I don't think I would have even made it this far if Kevin didn't answer the hundreds of questions that I've sent him over the last week or so. Alright, so this one is called, what was it? PD Piranha Strikes Back. Which, what do you know? Episode 5, PD Piranha Strikes Back. Very similar to Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Coincidence? Maybe. But we know we're supposed to be in the village because there's all this goo here. Also from the little cutscene that we saw earlier. We're just, oops. Oh, also, one thing I haven't really mentioned because I haven't really needed a lot of life. At any point, if your life kind of starts going down, you can get, you can just get some coins, and it'll go right back up. So, to do this, we're gonna spin jump, wall jump, and then we're high enough to hover like that. And I know earlier I said I'm not a huge fan of the hovering nozzle, or that I don't use it really at all. I'm feeling kind of like a liar because I feel like I actually have used it a whole bunch in this video. But I'm not really using it out of necessity. Oh, also the light blue ones. I'm glad that just showed up. So I'm not gonna talk to this guy because I think there's a pretty good chance he's gonna give me a blue coin. So that's a dark blue one. That's a purple. These little things that come out of here. The light blue ones, if you jump on them, they actually give you like half a bottle of water, which you can use to refill your tank. So, oh hey, I lied earlier again. There we go. Wake up, PD Piranha. And then he flies around and... Dang, I just knocked him down with the hover nozzle. Yeah, remember what I said about the hover nozzle being crappy? I take it back now. And then once he's on the ground, it'll be kind of obvious. So it'll be kind of the same thing as before, that you knock him on the ground, wait for him to suck in some air, and then spray in his mouth. It's a little bit more complicated, just because you have the added challenge of trying to knock him out of the sky. But for the most part, this is the same. Spray this little guy around. Oh, you actually, when he's in there like that, apparently you don't even need to spray into his mouth. You just need, once he's done moving, you just need to spray him. That tornado looks terrible. I don't know what I'm expecting really from a 2002 game though. But here we go. It actually looks just as bad as the tornadoes in the original Super Smash Bros. On N64. Okay. So it's just like before. There we go. Yeah, and like I've said, I probably said this a couple times already, one of my favorite things about this game is it's precision jumping that I think is not too difficult to master. Added with just a fun atmosphere and a fun world. In my mind, there's nothing wrong with this game. I know that this game isn't for everyone. It seems like everybody either loves or hates this game, which I think is too bad. I'd wish that there were more people that were just kind of like lukewarm on this game. We think it's just kind of fine, but 'tis not the case. Ah, there he goes. Oh, it didn't give me water. I think it was supposed to. They might only get the light blue ones might only give you water sometimes. I'm not entirely sure. That's something that I've never really done like a study of it or anything. Ah, he's all fat now. There it goes. That one, water. Like I actually don't think I've said this one yet. As a kid, I remember this game being incredibly difficult, and so it seems kind of silly now that I can just kind of blow through it. I can do most of the game with it while talking, and I don't really have to concentrate that hard for any of it, because I feel like I've just spent so much time with it that it's just not that difficult for me anymore. Alright, 6 whole shines, which I think that means that we have 3 more in this section. My goal is for this to be not just a compilation of the exciting parts, but mostly me playing the entire world, showing that like this whole game, Secret of the Dirty Lake. That this whole game is that you could play it in probably like 7 or 8 hours, and it's a lot of and you could have fun with it. That it's not super complicated if you know what you're doing. Anyway, episode 6, Secret of the Dirty Lake. This is one that, as a kid, gave me the most trouble. And if it's the one that I'm thinking of, I know it's one that you lose flood and have to do some actual platforming. Which I look forward to now because I think those sections are a lot of fun. But as a kid, when precision wasn't really my thing, and I didn't really understand some of the intricacies. Yeah, it's a word. I had the hardest time with it. So I think the game wants you to go over the water and like jump from like lily pad to lily pad. We're gonna say screw that. We're gonna go right up here, and we're gonna stand right here so that we are the closest point to this thing. We're gonna do a spin jump like that, and boom, hover, easy peasy. And then we're gonna do another one. Oh, that was actually a flip jump, which I don't know if it's called a flip. I don't know what it's called, but I'm gonna call it a flip jump. And Shadow Mario shows up and takes my nozzle again. Man, my back, guys. Whew. Team Young. Understanding that goes red, blue. So there's the easy way to do it, which is just walking. You don't need to jump, really, but you can. So you can spin jump over a whole thing. You get that life. I like that in all of the Secret of the whatever levels that they give you 1-ups in them so that you're not constantly running out of lives. And there's actually usually a hidden 1-up too. So you should be able to actually gain lives. Also, I was just on one of those cubes. While you're on those cubes, I feel like the easiest way to do it is don't jump. I feel like you can be tempted to jump, but don't. It makes it a heck of a lot easier. And then you quickly go through there, and we go here. So this one, it's pretty easy to kind of tell which way it's moving. Oh, and for those that were wondering, this was not the level that I was picturing when I went in here. Oh, hey, more of these things. So we're going to let that turn, and we're going to jump to there. Let that blue one turn, jump to there. Let that red one turn, jump to there. We're going to go back to this blue one, and we're actually going to do a spin jump. I'm going to go there. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, but another thing that I really like about the spin jumps, especially on these on these levels with the time that you kind of have to time your jumps a little bit, the spin jump, you get so much air, and because you're spinning, you come down a lot slower that you can. It's possible to do it without ever touching any of the. You can do it by like only touching the red ones. If you're on a red one and it starts to flip, and you can spin jump to another red one, and it'll be done flipping by the time you get to it. Which that's the kind of stuff like those little like, I don't want to call those Easter eggs because it's not really like hidden, but understanding those little things is what I feel like makes this game so fun for me. Episode 7, Shadow Mario on the Loose. And then I actually know what the 8th one is in this world. It's another red coin. And it looks like, we're at 51 minutes right now. It looks like I'm going to end just under an hour. 51 minutes, but there's about 5 minutes that I need to cut out. Just like before, you want to make sure you're just a good distance away from Mario. Don't worry about like stop and shooting. You can hover over that if you want, but then he'll be right here, and we got him. That being said, don't be upset if you have a harder time doing this than I did. Like I've said, I've literally been playing this game for almost 20 years. I feel like I know almost everything about this game. This is one of the only games that I would say that I'm really good at, that I would almost consider myself an expert at this game. Yeah, but anyway, going back into this M one last time, and red coins of the lake. So this one, I want to say this is... God, I hate my voice. I want to say this is one of the first ones where you have access to the other nozzles. Before I say that, let me go and look. Oh, no, it's still locked. Okay, so I think after, like... I think after you get like 10 shines or something, you unlock the rocket nozzle, which is in these red ones. If precision jumping isn't really your thing, I would definitely wait until... Yeah, I would definitely try to get up there with the header nozzle. Sorry, I was jumping and I got a little distracted. But you can do this one without the rocket nozzle, and since I haven't unlocked it yet, that's what I'm gonna do right now. We got 2. I see one over there. We'll go ahead and get that one. Oh hey, there is actually a rocket nozzle right there. I don't know why this one is unlocked, but that one over there wasn't. Maybe it's because it thinks that you need this one too, or maybe it intends for you to use the rocket nozzle. But so I'll do it just so I can show it. yeah, we're gonna save.
Mario.
So anyway, you hold down, and it just blasts you off. Into the village now. I'm going back into the. I'm going back over here. Oh hey, that one's now open too. That one was like clear a minute ago, right? Like I'm not losing it, am I? But I prefer the hover nozzle. I think the hover nozzle is the best of the group. And then to get the rest of these, there's a couple methods. There's the easy method, easy method that requires some hard jumping, which is to go up the tower. Which, if this doesn't work, I'll show that. So you spray them a little bit, and this is the spider method, which is the fun method. So the spiders... Okay. No, we fell. So spiders, spray them with water and bounce on the spider, and boom, there we are. Red coin. There's 5. 6. Oh, I see 7. I don't remember the red in the original game on GameCube. I don't remember the red coins being visible from so far away. So that's one of the things that I think is an improvement in this new version, that you can see stuff better, much better visibility. Oh, there's the last one. Okay, so like I was talking about earlier, we're gonna go ahead. I could get it back up there with a spider and then do all that stuff again. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna show the other method of getting up there, which is to go up the tower. The 8th coin, I wanna say... Oh. So I just realized, my life is being blocked by the video of myself. I think that's okay though. I don't think my life is super important. I'm not really losing a lot of life either. And then, woo! Oh, that was bad. All right. That is 8, which gets me to 9 stars, and that has been the intro and World 1 of Super Mario Sunshine. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this is on the 2-Player Co-op channel on YouTube. If so, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We are trying to get, I'm trying to help Kevin and Sean get to, I think, 4,000 watched hours in the last 365 days. That helps them get monetized, I think. Anyway, you can keep up with me on Twitter. As I said earlier, I'm at James_Solar. If you like this video, make sure to let me know. I'd really appreciate it. All right. See you guys.